Hey race fans, episode 2 of Track Days. We're going to get the Scalextric cars out on the track and set a baseline. We've set power and brakes just like the Carrera cars. Everything's got urethanes. And I use Slotinvasion guides on Scalextric cars as the stock guides are pretty small. First up, Dan Gurney in the 1970 Cuda AAR. I picked this specifically to race against a good buddy of mine who has a Carrera Charger, and I thought this was going to run a lot worse, but boy, it's fun. It drives exactly like a muscle car. It's got a ton of power. It gives you a little wiggle on the exit of a corner. Plus, I love Dan Gurney. He's a hero of American racing, and also known for things like the Cannonball Run. This thing runs a 6.740 and comes in 6th overall. Up next, an E30 M3 DTM. My son lovingly refers to this as the zippy car because it is quite zippy and it's a ton of fun to drive. It's set up okay for right now. It is a lot of fun. It's super tiny and super lightweight. It does have a tendency to grip on the front end and then roll the car over. So I think in a future episode, we'll probably work on setting up some camber on those front tires and getting some grip off of them and see if we can improve these times. But for now, kind of near the bottom of the pack, 7.548. The parade of Audis continues. Here's an S1 Quattro. I absolutely love these things. The story of Group B racing and how insane the cars were is so much fun. Plan to do some history lesson episodes on that, but for now, enjoy watching this S1 tear up the track. I love looking at this thing go around the track. It changes positions so quickly and pivots so quickly and easily. It really does look like an S1 carving up the hill at Pikes Peak and just making these radical U-turn changes. Tons of fun to drive. Pretty quick too. It shows up here with the 7219. And finally, the Audi that I wish was my fastest car, but alas is not yet, the R10 TDI. Side note, this is my only Scalextric car that does not have urethane tires on it, and as such, you can see it's kind of a lot to deal with. I really want this to be my fastest car because of the history of this car, because of Audi going to Le Mans and saying, you know what, we're bringing a diesel. I love that stuff. This needs a lot of work, but this weekend we're going to try and get some urethane tires on it, and it needs a lot more weight over the rear wheel too, so this is going to be a big challenge to get this thing to run, but my goal is to get this thing up to be my fastest runner. Right now it's an 11th with a 777. So there we go. We've got all the cars baselined. And this is how it's going to shake out so far. We do have a couple changes to make. This weekend, we still need to pick up urethane tires for these 3 cars right here. And then we're going to retest them. And we'll see how it shakes out. But stay tuned because we've got at least 2 new cars to add to the fleet this week. We'll see you next time on Circuit Society.